All right. So today, well, first of all, let me backtrack. If anyone's new, I'm Heather McGregor. I'm the founder of this group. I'm the founder of Naturally Present, where I really help people to understand the power of being present and the impact that has on your shadows, on your power, on your business, on your love, on your relationships, on your health, on all the, on your money. We definitely look at that here in this group. If you have missed any of the previous sessions we've been doing this month, they're all contained in a guide. So you can go to the guide section in this group and you will see Animate Your Power guide, and everything is housed in there. So when I'm finished one of these lives later on in the afternoon, I pop it in there. So they're all in there. I'm going live Monday to Friday for the month of February. It's a lot. But as I say, these are short 20 to 30 minute sessions, so you can really get some value, get some content to understand and to really let some new codes land in your body, and you can move forward with your day. Okay, so hopefully no tech glitches. I will keep an eye on the comments. Let me know if anything's happening. And today we are talking about unhooking from inspiration and alignment, and really understanding how in that process of unhooking and unplugging from them, you can make some bolder moves. So inspiration, alignment, momentum, mindset, motivation, all that stuff have been buzzwords in the personal development world for a very long time. And they've had their place. They absolutely have had their place. I know personally, those concepts have really helped me to make some fantastic moves in my life, to create some change. And it's for many, many people, right? They've had their place, and the essence and the idea and the current and the energy behind those words have really helped people to make change. But, consciousness is always growing and unfolding as we are. So when we hold on to things from the past, we actually limit ourselves, right? The new consciousness coming through does not involve inspiration or alignment or any of that stuff. It is different. It is a different grid, a different structure, actually lack of grid. It's more fluid, and it requires us to be very, very, very present. It really does. And I know that this can feel extremely uncomfortable. It's not, especially if you're very tied and wedded to the idea. All your posts talk about inspiration and alignment and all that stuff. I know, because I have tons of videos about all that stuff as well. You maybe have those words hung on your wall somewhere to keep you inspired. Maybe, written throughout your journals and all that stuff. It's embedded in your content. But remember, if you are serious about mastering your energy and creating the thing you want to create, you got to get uncomfortable. So be uncomfortable with exploring and letting go of these concepts, these ideas, right? Holding on to attachment to anything, routine stuff that we do without awareness will kill the magic in your creations, right? It just sucks the magic right out of things. Holding on to concepts about how you need to be inspired, motivated, aligned, all that stuff can be extremely limiting. It can lead to unconscious and habitual movements through the day, through your business, through your life, rather than the super conscious, super present, intuitive movements that are bold and new and things you've never tried before, words you've never spoken before, which is all required if you are in that place where you are ready to go all in, play the big game, jump with both feet, and go into the water all the way above your head. And that's what this month is about here. So let me know if that makes sense. I'm going to check in over here. I don't see that I've missed any comments. Okay. Doesn't look like anyone's here with me today. Anyway, hopefully you guys will catch the replay or hop in. Let us start with inspiration, because it's a big word. So in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, I'm going to actually read this. Let me go find it. Here we go. The definition for inspiration is something that makes someone want to do something, or that gives someone an idea about what to do or create. A force or influence that inspires someone. Number 2, a person, place, or experience, etc., that makes someone want to do or create something. So I think if you let the words of that land in your nervous system, in your body, you will glean where I'm going with this. A person, place, experience, something that is outside of you makes you want to create something. That's inspiration. That's the dictionary definition, and that is really what we mean when we say inspiration, right? Your marketing that we see, the posts that we see, the lives, even this that we see, they inspire us. Our coaches inspire us, right? Something external to us, we attach to it, we feel it, we resonate with it, we start to bring it into our nervous system and bring it back out. That's regurgitation. That's the copy and paste. That's us, me, being plugged into a different current, not my current. I talk a lot about the current. The current moment, being super present in the current moment, allows you to tap into the current of energy in you, which is unique to you. It is your genius. It is your brilliance. It is your message. It is your gift. It is you, you, you. It is not being plugged into anything external, right? So often we'll see a post and we'll get all, kind of fired up and excited. Your juices get flowing. Ideas are flowing. You feel empowered. You've plugged into something. Now you're inspired. Now you go and create, but you're actually creating from that current, not your current. Okay? Does that make sense? You're plugged into the wrong source. Inspiration is plugging into the external. When you are inspired by someone or something or some piece of comment, you are plugged into that current of energy. And now you're creating and regurgitating and bringing that current into you and, changing the words, changing the image, whatever it is you change, but you're still regurgitating that content. It isn't fresh, it isn't new, it isn't bold, it isn't unique to this moment and you. You've just put your spin on someone else's content. And that's what inspiration does for us. Now, I'm not saying it's not okay to be inspired. Of course, we love to read these inspirational posts and hang things on our walls and use words and concepts to help us embody a particular state of being. But when you rely on the external for that state of your internal being, you need to look at the energy, the source that you're plugged into, the current that you're plugged into. And I see this all the time on social, where someone creates a masterful post, something that's really got some depth to it and some teeth, and it really moves you, like it lands, right? And when that lands and we plug into it, we then take it on board into our own energy system, into our own nervous system. We get inspired by it. And suddenly you're going to see a whole host of other posts that have different words. They may be structured slightly different. The visuals are different, but it's the same current. It's the same narrative. It's the same energetics. It lands the same way in your body. And that's because the person who created it was most likely inspired by the original post, which you may or may not ever see. And I know we are all guilty, myself included, of doing this, where you see something, you get inspired, you feel it, you put your spin on it, and you put it out there, and crickets. Why? Because it is not your current. You are not magnetic. It's not your current. It has been inspired by an external source. And it is not true for you if you are recreating that current in a different form and putting it out there as your own. And it's not to say that, of course we use similar words. Of course we have similar experiences when we're on this personal growth and personal development journey, of course. But it's really about understanding the energy that is coming through you and putting that spin on it, not taking something, reconfiguring it and putting it out there, right? And we see this in coaching all the time. I'm moving away from calling myself a coach. I am a mentor. Coaching has a different flavor to it. Now, and the reason I say that is that if your coach inspires you, if they motivate you, they help you to feel empowered, right? You're in your session and you feel like all this energy because you're feeding off the current of your coach. You're feeding off the energy, the inspiration, the words, the things that your coach is giving you to do, telling you to do. The moment you leave the session and you leave the field of the coach, the energy field, that inspiration starts to die down and you're back where you were. And that is why so many people have failed with their coaches. So many people have failed in programs because they are inspired in the moment. And as soon as they walk away, yes, it stays with you for a little while, but it starts to dwindle because they haven't done that internal flip. They haven't turned the switch of their own current on. They got inspired rather than activated. When you are activated, your current is switched on. You're tuned into your current, and that is where you are creating from. Let me know if this makes sense. When you're in a coaching session and you get inspired and your coach is, you know, really lifting you up and you're feeling empowered and you're plugged into that external source that's feeding you, then when you leave and it starts to dissipate, you're right back where you were with the same thoughts, the same energy, trying the same things, you know, doing all this stuff to try to become a match for things and all the things that we've been taught. They're old. It's time for the new. And the new way is to plug into your own current. Inspiration and motivation, they will never shift you in your bones. They will not shift you in a way that is lasting, that is yours, that is your current. They will fill you with light energy in the moment. You're going to feel great. You're going to feel inspired, and then it will dissipate and you're right back where you were. You want someone, if you're working with a coach or a mentor or any kind of program with someone, you want that person to be able to pull the rug out from underneath you so that you're activated. Not to fill you up with their knowledge, their ideas, their experiences, their inspiration, their genius, right? You want to be free falling into the unknown because the unknown is where your genius is. You want to be in that emptiness and not looking for something to fill that empty space up. Not looking for inspiration, not looking for more content and other currents to fill that empty space. You want to be comfortable in that empty space, that blank canvas where all creation is born. It doesn't need filling up. All it needs is expressing. That's all it desires. Okay, so let me just make sure I'm on track. Okay, so inspiration is going to hold you back, right? It's going to hold you back from achieving what you want because you don't actually shift, you don't transform, you don't shapeshift yourself, you don't transform your energy in any way. You get inspired, you get filled up, and then it goes back down, right? It is a feedback loop because you're plugged into a different current. It's like AC/DC, the current, right? You need to be plugging into your own current, which is consistently on. Okay. So my invitation for today is just to have this awareness. Like as you move through your day, as you scroll your social, as you create content, have this awareness of where is the source of inspiration coming from. Is it really just the vast emptiness when you're super, super present and quiet and not paying attention to thoughts and emotions? Or have you just read something and suddenly you're now out there recrafting it and putting it out there? Just have that awareness, okay? And now let's talk about alignment. I don't know where my clock is. There we go. Oh, we're good. It's only 9:14. All right, alignment. There is a lot of focus, again, in the personal development world, in the coaching world, and all of this stuff, about assuring that you are in alignment. Your actions, your content, your words, your vibration. You're trying to make it all a match to something that you want, some desire you have. The money, the business, the health, the relationships, the love, whatever it is. You are trying to make your energy be a vibrational match for this thing that you desire. Now, again, let's go back to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Let me pull up my definition. And again, I want you to feel these words. Let them land in your body, right? Not just processing with your mind. Okay, alignment. Number one, the state of being arranged in a line or in proper position. Number two, the state or condition of agreeing with or matching something else. And number three, the state of being joined with others in supporting or opposing something. Can you feel how alignment is still plugging into something external, hooking in? The very nature of trying to be in alignment will move you away from your own current and the field of emptiness and chaos where your true gifts, power, genius, all that stuff is. And it means you are trying to be something external, trying to be a match for something that is not the current for you. You're trying to be an energetic match for some experience, for some desire that you have, something you desire, and trying to ensure that all your actions you take are in alignment with this external thing. Again, it's plugging into the external source. This means that you are not tuned inward, right? It means you are trying to be in an arranged line or proper position with something, not with your current, right? It means you're not turning inward and really allowing raw power and raw energy to simply move you into your next bold action without the thinking of the saboteur, without the dreaming of the child, without the lack of worth of the prostitute, all the shadow archetypes, right? You're not tuned in because you are exploring in the mental realm to check in and ask yourself, is my energy aligned with this thing that I want in some future moment? And then you're trying to adjust your energy to be aligned with this external thing. And that is not being in the current and having that expression come through, which is powerful, impactful, magnetic, and it's unique, and it's current, and it's new, and it's fresh, and it's bold. That's where the bold comes in. It means you're not trusting intuition when you're trying to be in alignment. You're not trusting your body to simply be moved into what you need to do. So if we look at the form, I talk about this a lot because it is an area of struggle for me. I have to be in my warrior in order to get exercise going on because it's not something I grew up with. So, you know, there's that. You have the desire to have a fit, healthy body. You want to exercise. And then the mind pops in with all the reasons why not today, have to do it tomorrow, all the different reasons. And, you know, your body simply is like, no, let's get up and move. But you don't let your body move because you're listening to the mental realm. You're listening to the mind. You're listening to the excuses, the habits, the patterns, the old current of who you used to be, not the current of this moment where your body's like, yep, let's go. Lace up your shoes, whatever it is. Okay. When you are looking at whether you are aligned or not, whether your energy is a vibrational match, in alignment with a thing you want, whether what you're creating is aligned with a future moment, then you are all up in your head. The realm of the saboteur, all up in the mental, logical, analytical thinking aspect of you. You're in your head. And you're processing the information through the mental realm. You're not dropping deeply into your body, into your bones, and allowing that energy to move, right? You're trying to be something, some kind of a match, rather than freeing up energy and releasing the raw power of creation, which will lead you to bold actions that are uncomfortable and scary and bring up more shadows so that you can alchemize, right? And it reminds me, there's an example of a toy I had when I was a kid. I don't know how old you guys are, if they even still make these, but it was like this round plastic ball. I think one half was red and one half was blue. And there was these cutouts of shapes all around the ball. And you have these plastic, I remember they were yellow, big plastic yellow shapes, and you had to put the shape in the right hole. Obviously, you couldn't put the square in the circle hole or the triangle in the half moon shape, right? You could try, but it would never fit because it wasn't in alignment. It wasn't in the exact right position to go into that hole. And that's how I think of this, right? That if you're trying to be a vibrational match for a square, then I have no capacity to allow the circle anywhere near me. I've limited the opportunities. I've limited the energy. All that can come into my space is the square. No circles, no triangles, no half moons, no stars. They can't come in. I limit how the thing I desire can arrive if I try to align myself with it. Let me know if that makes sense. If you don't know about this toy, I'll Google it for you. Let me know. But it's all about that letting go of control and allowing creation to come through in the many, many forms, the unimaginable forms that are available to us, and really opening up to things that we have not conceived of, that they are unimagined as of yet. That's the new. That's the bold. That's the fresh. That's the impactful. That's the powerful. That's the magnetic. We aren't aligning ourselves with some particular experience, exactly how it's going to happen in some future moment. We are dropping into the current, knowing we've set the decree. You've set your decree. You know what you want. You've set your decree. Your sovereign has stood up and said, this is it. It's done. Activates the warrior to get into that intuitive action, to go out there and make it happen. But it might come in the form of a half moon or a star shape. You don't know. And so if you're in alignment, if you're trying to make your energy be that vibrational match for some particular thing, you've limited any other opportunities from arriving. Make sense? It's about, remember, I think we did, it was last week, take your hands off the steering wheel. It's about letting go of control, right? Take your hands off the steering wheel. Know that the thing you want has happened. It's done. It's happening. You stop looking for inspiration. You stop plugging into other people's fields, and you start plugging into your own. And you take the next intuitive action, and the next intuitive action, and the next intuitive action, and you animate that current. You do not animate the other currents, right? So inspiration, alignment, motivation, momentum, all that stuff, they had their place. Even mindset, It had its place. We're no longer in the realm of the mind. We're in the realm of the body. These are all concepts that we entertain and we try so hard to embody, but they are actually keeping the thing you want at bay. They are preventing you from truly shape-shifting into your most iconic self that is already living the thing that you desire. So this is really about unhooking, untethering from the collective and really centering and grounding and getting present in your current and animating that and animating that and animating that. And whenever you bang into a shadow, you alchemize it, then you keep animating. Bang into a shadow, alchemize it, keep animating. Your current, not someone else's. The unhooking is just about unplugging. It's about getting really still, getting really present, and not moving because, ooh, someone's put that great post up there. I better get it out too on mine because I want to stay current. And that's someone else's current. Unhooking means you sit still until it's time for you to move. Right? It's about moving from the realm of the mind and into the body, looking at where you have tethers and attachments and strings, unplugging, and getting in tune with your core, in tune with your soul blueprint, and animating that. Okay? All right, so quite a simple thing to say. I know these are great words, and even you might feel inspired by these words. And I don't want you to be inspired. I want you to let the words enter your nervous system, feel them, see how they land, and let the codes activate you, not inspire you. Get activated. Okay, I think that's it for today. Let me just check my notes. Yep. So, right, so you know, when you do bump into shadow, as you will, as you do this work, you have two choices. Number one, when your shadow is here, you just turn away and keep going. Great. That's if you haven't been triggered. If you have been triggered, you must do the alchemy right then, right there in the current moment to unleash your current, which is your currency. I get so excited about this. Tomorrow, we're talking about making those big, scary moves. No, ... matter, ... what? Because your shadow is the no matter what. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Tomorrow's at 10. I can't do 9 tomorrow, so we will be here at 10. So the start date for Animate Your Soul Blueprint for the Mastermind has shifted. I'm going live. That starts on February 22nd, 2022. So all the twos, to make that easy. I've got some stuff happening the earlier weeks. So application is still open. Make sure you get that in. And I will see you here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. And make this month your month to make it matter. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Drop your comments throughout the day. I'll keep an eye on the questions. All right. Bye.